You're watching News 8 on WROC.
Joining me in the studio now are engineers Kyle Reeser and Chris Conlon. Great to have you both with us here in studio today.
Hi, Allie. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So we are talking about a really cool trip you both just went on to Tanzania, Africa. Kyle, I want to start with you. Tell me about that trip and why you went there.
Yeah, so we just got back from Musoma, Tanzania, which is on the shores of Lake Victoria in northern Tanzania. It's a beautiful place. And we went for a variety of different reasons. We opened up a pay-what-you-can prosthetics and orthotics clinic with my colleague Rajab. We also received donation from Creality 3D printers of 6 3D printers, which we divided between Lake Victoria Disability Center and the pay-what-you-can clinic. And we taught our colleagues how to use them, and we built some prosthetics with them as well.
Very cool. I want to go to you, Chris, and talk about 3D printing. Why that used to make some of these prosthetics? Why do you use 3D printing?
Yeah, it's an open, accessible platform. A lot of the resources are available online. The filament's very cheap. And really, it's just open for anyone to be able to make what they want. So something that was fascinating was, I think, some of the members of the Lake Victoria Disability Center didn't really click with them that they could make anything with these printers, let alone prosthesis or adapters or anything. So yeah, it was just great to be able to bring these workhorse printers to them, set them up, be able to allow them to use them for whatever they want, but specifically in this orthotics lab.
Sure. One of the things, Kyle, you mentioned you did was opening a pay-what-you-can clinic. Talk to me a little bit more about this clinic and the people you serve through it.
So the clinic is called Tabasamu, which means smile in Swahili, which I really like. And Tabasamu was opened by a former prosthetist from Lake Victoria Disability Center. He's a good friend of mine, Rajab Hamas. And basically the ethos of this place is to combine traditional prosthetics and orthotics with 3D printed prosthetics and orthotics. And so actually before our trip, Chris and I started a GoFundMe where we raised money to provide 4 prosthetic legs for children in need. 4 really beautiful, wonderful children. And we were able to create these professional prosthetics for them. And then while we were there also, we were able to drive down the cost of a prosthetic arm and a prosthetic hand for a young girl from something in the neighborhood of $500 or $1,000 to about $2.
Wow. So a lot cheaper.
A lot cheaper.
Staying with you, Kyle, what is the reaction from kids or family members of these kids who receive these prosthetics when they do receive it?
It's truly a life-changing gift. I mean, some of these children were born with congenital defects, so they were born maybe without a leg or without an arm. Some of these children, unfortunately, had accidents growing up and lost a limb. And for want of a couple of $100s, sometimes these children grow up and live their whole lives without a prosthetic, without one of these life-changing prosthetics. And so to be able to drive down the cost 10 times or 100 times and be able to provide these tailored prosthetic devices to these children, you know, it's just a wonderful thing.
Bringing these printers for people to train on and use and, you know, be able to print things useful to their lives, but also just for fun sometimes. Like it always is great to see someone's interest get sparked with something that they weren't really exposed to before or maybe weren't going to be. So it was just great.
Sure. Well, we really appreciate you guys being in studio with us and sharing your story. Just incredible efforts you guys are doing. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Allie.
Thank you.
We'll have more information about Kyle and Chris's trip for you over at rochesterfirst.com and some of the organizations that they work with.